So, as many of you know, I'm very active on Twitter. Um, I'm much more active on Twitter than I am on here. Uh, and there's this tweet that's been going around recently, and I just want to give some of my thoughts on it. I'm doing all this off the top of my head. I can't even remember what the tweet says exactly, but it's about uh, stay-at-home moms versus moms who uh, are they have a career as I guess you'd say they're career moms. Um, the big debate we don't like to talk about, and I like to talk about holistic life and also about politics, and that really the subject really cuts to both of those things. It seems to be that conservatives line up with a very certain position on this topic. Um, but I'm also, and I think that conservatives should also be fans of freedom and the freedom to choose. Um, and let me back up. I'm not saying that all conservatives take the position that women should stay home. I think that is a misrepresentation of conservative views. But I think that's the stigma. Like we all think that women should just stay in the kitchen and not go. Like that's not what we're about. Um, let's see. So I just want to give some of my thoughts off the top of my head on this. I think first off, like I said, we always want to give people the freedom to choose. Um, and I justify this as a Christian. I think that your decisions, for the most part, are they're between you and God. As long as you're not, harming another individual, they're between you and God. I'm trying to create more videos on the difference between libertarianism and conservatism. I'm always trying to make that distinction. Um, but for the most part, we should be giving people the freedom to make their own decisions. So I can't ultimately I cannot make a decision for someone, uh, and I can give my opinion but really, especially with something like this, I really believe that it's between them and God, and if that's the decision that they made, that's theirs. That's probably what's right for them. Um, Not always, though. There are some times I think where people make a decision that doesn't fit with their life. Um, and then not just women, like men do it too. Men, how many people are just really they hate the careers that they're in. They want to change their job, but they're afraid. Now, how many people do we know that are like that? Maybe you're watching this and you're like that. Um, but I don't know, and I can't tell you what to do. That's between you and God, and I can advise you, and that's one of the things that I want to talk about in my goal coaching course. Um, but I can't really I can't really tell you. You have to decide between you and God. So the first thing would be to give people the freedom to decide for themselves. And if you're the one making the decision, make sure that you're checking your own motives. I think of my mother grew up in like a very feminist, liberal kind of background, and as time went on, she became more and more conservative. But when she was younger, she always wanted to start her own business. Um, and then she had me, and I have other siblings as well. And I don't know how the decision was made, but eventually she decided that she was going to be a stay-at-home mother. She homeschooled me, and all of my siblings were homeschooled at one point or another. Um, in There was a period where we did go to public school, um, and then there was another period where she was working and homeschooling us at the same time. Um, but eventually, she just decided to do the homeschooling thing full time, and I really should create a video where I get her in front of the camera and have her tell this story, but she'll tell anyone, like, she wouldn't give it up for the world. And, she thought that what she wanted was, to have a career and to start her own business. But she wanted those things for the wrong reasons. So I just always encourage people to, and it goes for anything in life, make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. And I also tell that story to say that, being a mother can be very rewarding. My mom went to business school, and then I always I appreciate the fact that she used what she learned in business school in raising us, and managing the house, and all those things that she did for us. So I know it's not Mother's Day, but thank you, Mom. So that's just my 2 cents on the subject off the top of my head. Um, and I'll probably say a little bit more about it on Twitter later today. I did. All right. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a like our page on Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Um, and you can join our Patreon to get more messages like this coming. Blah. Blah. Join our Patreon to get more messages like this coming. Thanks.